All right, guys, we're back here with special guests, my two-tone brother Tim. We out here hanging out. We're about to make some lamb for Easter, and we're going to show you guys how to prep this rack of lamb and a lamb roast. We've done a few things prepping it wise, minced some garlic, rosemary and thyme, and we're going to trim the fat cap off of the roast a little bit, just to help us out a little bit, and then we're going to French our rack. Just stick with us, guys. We'll be back in a second.
You're my boy, bro!
All right, guys, here we are. We're gonna trim some fat off of here, see how thick this fat cap is. But for this lamb, we want it to kind of stay on there because it kind of holds that moisture in. So what Tim is doing is he's trimming back the silver skin, see how easy he's going with it. Make sure he's not getting none of the meat. He's pulling away and doing it just like we do any other meat we prep, especially like the any of the beef or the pork or anything like that you do. What I'm gonna do here on this rack, we're gonna French it right here at the top. We're gonna make a little notch, just a little one, not too big and not too long. And we're just gonna join these notches together. And all we do is we're gonna start trying to peel it off. Once you get it peeled off a little bit, start working it back.
Working that back, she don't know how to act.
See, this is the classicness of, this is why I love coming to hang with Tim, especially cooking. We have some good fun. Yeah, we're just cutting it back. And you don't want to lose a lot of that fat off of there. You're trying to keep a little bit of it on there. So you're trying to be easy with it. So now what we're going to do now is leave that fat there, because what's going to happen is once we chop these, once we get done smoking them and grilling them, we're going to cut them and they'll be like almost like a little lollipop. We'll have a little bit of meat on there. We're not going to cut all the meat all the way off. We're basically going to cut in between the bones so we get that little French look. Like I say all the time, you can take this little extra meat and make you a little bit of like an azul, as you want to say, or azul sauce. Some of the guys cheat and they put a little bit of that. You ever seen the dudes do the foil on there? They French the tips, Tim.
I want to keep the bone white.
Yeah, keep it white. We ain't worried about that white bone. We're gonna char a little bit of this meat off of here, and it's gonna be real good and juicy.
So we ain't in a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah,
It's gonna taste like it.
This is the backyard. Oh yeah. Check this out. See what I'm doing there? I'm just Frenching and cutting. I'm trimming some of this fat right here. See, it's got a little fatness right here. We'll trim some of that back too. We'll just trim on all of them at the same time. Just working our French tip first. I'm gonna do this again. Calm down. You just bring it right down to where the meat is gonna meet at. There it is. You weren't lying, Tim. These knives are sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid a couple dollars for mine, and I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset.
My brother Justin got these for me for Christmas, I believe.
Oh, there it is. He knows. He knows Tim got the good stuff. Let's see what we did. We trimmed some of the fat off there. I'll leave it right there. I've seen guys take this little fat cap here and actually cut it in half. I kind of want to protect that a little bit. Stick with us. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and put our rub on. We got our rosemary, our garlic, our thyme. We're gonna do some sea salt or kosher salt, whatever Tim picks.
Either one.
Roll the dice. What you got?
You said you got fine sea salt. I'm down with fine sea salt.
So we're gonna do that fine sea salt, some cracked black pepper, minced garlic, thyme, and rosemary. We're gonna rub this thing down. But here goes the extra virgin olive oil. Hey, and this is not sitting on the counter, so don't think it's not. This is You see the plastic wrap. If you don't see it, it's plastic wrap. It's about to be slick, so watch this. Tim just put me on the game, and this is, you going to try this at your house, I promise you. Rub it in like you know, on the beach. Give your girl a little rub down with that oil. Give you a little more. There you go. Get all them fine crevices. We heard there's some people on the internet, on the interwebs, that could not put the rack of lamb or the roast back in the netting. So we had to prove people wrong. We're gonna smoke it like this to keep it all together and make it a finer cut. So I'm gonna give you a little more. You got a big crevice right there. And what we're doing is trying to get this olive oil in these crevices that are everywhere. Make sure we get these, and we're gonna set this back in the fridge for like an hour, 2, possibly 3, because we got other things to do since it's Easter.
Yeah, we should be good with that.
Yeah.
You gonna hit it with the pepper and salt first,
Yeah.
and then that stuff?
Yep. Take this one. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Check that out.
Rotisserie pepper.
Oh yeah, there it is.
All right, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's a lot of pepper. Put some salt.
Yeah.
Thing about the salt.
Oh, did you have the fine stuff? Because that's gonna come out fast
Yeah.
and heavy.
Okay, second row.
Second row.
Okay.
Right here. Here we go. We were on location today, guys, so things are a little different. This ain't the real house, so this is the vacation home.
There we go.
And with this salt, you can actually do this right here. Be most liberal as possible with this salt, because lamb can take a lot of salt. People didn't know that, but we don't want it real salty. So this rosemary and garlic is gonna help us out with that.
All right.
Should be good. Now, I'll give you some garlic. Do you want it like that?
Sure, that's fine.
So I'm gonna just.
I can grab it with
yeah,
my
you,
other hand,
you,
that's
you
fine.
grab it. You grab it. You move it over. Yeah.
That'll work.
There you go. Check him out. Check him out. Looking good. Kids in the background. It is Easter, y'all. So just y'all hear the yelling and screaming. It's cool. A little more.
If you see me grab ingredients with my dirty hand, it's all going on the lamb anyway, so.
He did change his blood before this, though, so he's only been touching what he's been touching. And that's the meat. I'll shake some of this down on it if I can, because it's so wet. Get you a rosemary plant. I came over here and I got hip to the game. I'm going to the store, they got plants they just plant in the ground back here when they're done using them. Check it out. Spin her a little bit and we'll get her. Yeah. There it is. Oh yeah. There goes some more. And we're just gonna finish this process and then we'll repeat on the rack. Check with us back in a second, guys. What we did was we finished seasoning that roast, and then what we did was leaving the olive oil and we wrap it up in that plastic wrap or the cling wrap, whatever it is. Put it in the fridge for 3 hours, man. That's how it's gonna start. And we're gonna do the same with the rack. So just stick with us, guys. We'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. We're gonna season this rack. I cut a little fat off of it, trimmed it up. We Frenched her up. Check her out. She looks good. Ta-da! All right, Tim's gonna just do the reverse of what we just did to that that roast. Oil her up. Give me again, somebody up here.
Oh,
Not too much oil.
blessed congregation.
Oh yeah, we had some fun doing this. He said, bless the congregation. Yeah, they're getting a blessing today, I tell you that. They're getting taught a little extra love. Especially with the lamb, boy. Lamb is one of the meats that's like a... Yeah, hit that right there, yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Boy,
There it is.
there we go.
It's gonna be a nice cut once we get them on.
Oh, yeah, you can just tell. Look at the prettiness of that.
The marbleization.
Look at that. Oh, yeah, she's looking good. Amber hates when I call it, she looking good. She said it's perverted.
That's gonna be one of the kids.
There it is. Adult, child. There it is. Yeah, let's salt her up a little bit. I'll make the salt first. Yeah, really hit her up real good. From the end right there, yeah. Yeah. Hit me right on this link. Yep. That back. Work that back. Okay, pepper. Still powder down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah. There you go, hit it. Good. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh,
You good?
I
You
missed
good?
the pepper.
You good? You good? Yeah.
Bam.
It's good. Yeah.
some of that there.
Mm-hmm. So fresh and so clean.
It smells so good.
Oh yeah, man. It
Aromatic.
smells good.
These are the fresh herbs
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
right off the plant.
We're gonna take a picture of that and show people that. That's clean. She was like, "Yeah, play this when we're done." You're like, "What?" There it is. That looks good, man. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, you gotta garlic it up.
Oh yeah, got them fresh hands, right?
Freshly minced garlic,
Oh yeah.
straight out the clove.
Yeah, just let these things set and let them rest, get a little love on them.
This time we'll let you guys catch us wrapping it right off the counter.
I'm telling you, man, this just changed my life. I'm gonna have to do that now when I do them to the table, and I do them at the table. Just start wrapping the table like that and do it.
So I picked it up off YouTube myself.
I know.
Seen a dude doing ribs.
That's how you do it, man.
Boom.
Learn everything off YouTube. Everything.
YouTube is your friend. For these, put that end up. That end up. Get one side.
Check this out.
Roll her up. Bam. No
Yes.
fuss, no fuss.
All done. See you in an hour. All right, guys, back out of here. We're at the char griller right quick. Big brother Tim, we out here about to make this lamb chops and this rack and this roast. We're about to make it happen. So we're out here just getting our little snake method started. This is the first time I've ever seen it done. First time I'm ever gonna mess with it. But Tim has this nice little kettle grill, so we're gonna make it happen. Check back with us here in a little bit. We're gonna be putting some meat on here in a little bit. All right.
All right, we're back here. I'm showing you how to set up the wood on the snake method. We're going to use a cherry wood today because that's what they recommend to use for lamb. I just set it up like this. A piece here, going through there, you get a nice continuous smoke. As you can see, it's already starting to roll. I'll just go ahead and add one more for good measure.
Tell them about the time on there. You think you can get time on that ring?
Oh, and the ring, this is well over 2.5 hours worth of charcoal. I just wanted to make sure, and plus, if I want to come out tomorrow and relight it once I shut my vents and everything, I can come out tomorrow or something. We throw something else on here, I can relight it wherever it left off and keep going with the rest of it. If we throw some wings or something like that on there.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's pretty slick. This is my first time doing the snake method. Like I told you guys, I'm not a professional by any means, but I am a backyard connoisseur. So this is what we do. Setting her up. We're almost finished setting her up. Meat's sitting at room temperature right now. We just got it resting in there inside, letting the goodness render throughout the house and everybody smelling it. We're about to pop this rack of lamb and lamb on here in a second. Stick with us, guys. We set up the probe and about to have some fun. Guys, show you guys putting this on here in a second. All right. Oh yeah, we back, guys. We're gonna put this rack and this roast on. Got up to 250. Let it air out a little bit. Smells good, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, it smells good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking good.
Actually, I'll do the fat side that way.
What he's talking about is he want to put the fat side internally, or you put it externally on the outer ring, right? To get the heat to hit it more.
Because it's going to burn around this way.
Yeah.
Should be done before, like by the time it gets to here.
But he wants that fat to get as much heat as possible to render out. That's what he's talking about.
I might even turn these around since it's thicker meat on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we're back. We'll check them here in a little bit, and we'll let you know when we check them. We're going to probe them. Usually you want to probe these. When you probe that rack, you want to probe it all the way through this side right here, through that eyelid. We call that the eyelid there. Probe all the way through there. And just with that boneless roast, you can probe it almost anywhere.
That's gonna be best. Let's stick these on that side. So you up through here somewhere?
Yeah, probe that one, yeah. Yep, long good like that. Almost sure we get them all the way in the middle, yep. And then run this one through the eyelid on this big eyelid down here. If you can. Yeah, you probably got enough.
Alright. This is when you have brand new stuff.
You gotta work it in.
Ooh, that's hot right there.
Oh yeah. Now you see the setup, see what I'm talking about when you probe it in the eyelid? Yeah, it's perfect right there. Oh yeah.
You're gonna let her smoke for a little while.
Let her have at it. She gotta take a smoke bath. That's all we need. See you in a little bit, guys. Guys, we're gonna take a peek at it right quick. Oh yeah, look at that, man. They're looking good. Oh yeah.
So this one is, oh, this makes sense.
Which one's the top one? We're trying to figure out these pros. Oh, broski guy here.
It's the silver one, which would be the third one down, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's got it. All right, go ahead. I don't want to set that temperature alarm off too much longer in there. All right, guys, we're gonna pull these puppies off. Man, look at those things. Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo. All right, guys, that was over there. That was butter, clarified butter, some lemon juice, rosemary, kosher salt, cracked pepper. We just rubbed it down, wiped it down with that. I'm gonna take her off. Man, look at those things.
Yeah, I can tell them it's super tender.
Oh yeah.
Nice and juicy.
That's the way it's gotta be, baby.
Love. Tuck that down there.
Oh yeah. Man, those things are juicy. You can just see the juice down there. See it? Oh man. Those are good looking, buddy. Cut that twine. I promise you that stuff's gonna be juicy in there.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you.
For sure.
For sure. Oh yeah, man, that looks good, buddy. Let them rest for a second. We're gonna chop them open and take a bite, and we'll show you guys the end result. We'll be back in a little while. All right, guys, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and cut these open. Man, look at that.
Dripping.
Oh shoot.
Look at the drip.
Look at the drip. Check his drip. We're gonna cut them and show you guys what we got going on. Man, look at that. That looks good, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the bounce. See the bounce?
That's all about.
Baby got back.
It's all about that recoil.
That recoil is strong, son. Yeah.
Nice medium well.
That's nice, son. And lollipops look all right, though.
This is the appetizer for the adults.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Trying to stage them all right, be all sedity with it. At some point, you just gotta be like, forget it. I want this end piece, so you wanna try one?
Sure.
What you want? You want this end or you want the other end?
Fine with me.
You want the other one? All right. Cheers. Try this out. Yeah.
As you can see, you got a clean bite through. Skin.
Skin stayed intact.
Nice thing. You can smell it. You can taste the herbs, the garlic, dripping.
Oh, rosemary.
Get over that.
Yeah. Man.